Okay, my fellow Wagies, we're back and at it again. We're playing Pager. I don't know what's going on here, but we're doing it. Whatever that is. D5. Let's actually see. G7, E8. There's probably a pattern to these, and I just don't know it. G7. E8. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Beep-bo. Beep-bo. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be page eventually. Hey, yo! Hey, how you doing, man? I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm getting watched as usual. Okay. How about beep bo? Bada beep bo. Pim pim. I don't know. Am I just going in circles here? Yeah, I'm definitely going in circles here. Yeah, I can tell. Alright. Here we go. Oh, please test this brand new setup. We forecast it will be increase, or it will increase predictivity by 2%. What if I don't want to? What if I don't feel like it? Was it in the job description? Was there a job description? I already feel, let me predict it. I already feel more productive. Yes! Dude, I'm such a genius. I predicted what he was going to type, dude. So, 2% more productive. Okay, I can see it. I can see it, bro. I feel it. I feel you. You know, I see the productivity increase. I don't really... Oh, whoa! Oh, it's one of the fancy ones with the buttons. Oh. It's not flip. Okay, really? Okay, well, you know what? Let's go. Yeah! I don't see... how can I see the... Okay, you know what? Whatever. I already feel more productive. Oh, yeah. This is the ideal. This is the ideal right here. Okay, this is a work environment I can get behind. Oh, yeah, buddy. Okay. Do I flush? Okay, I'm not flushing. Or I did it. I did the thing. The game was asking me to do it, and I gave it what it wanted, right? I think I did. So, yeah, you know, hey, I felt more productive than 2% increase. Like, I thought... Oh, okay. All right. This is also interesting. Wow, it's a lot of binary and is that ASCII? Are those ASCII values? No, those are. What are they? Symbols. Interesting. Okay. So which of these should I press? 27. Okay, they're all 27. All right. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the tiger by its toe. I don't know where to go. So please, Mr. Mo, let me see a nice show. Oh, I can do all of them. Okay, interesting. Please show me, Mr. Mo, where I have to go. Alright. What do I do here? What do I do? Is there a secret? Do I just go, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going in. Alright, that was a thing. I did that. I won. I'm the winner. I am victorious. A6, G5. Is this a chess game? Is that what's happening here? Because I've noticed it doesn't go above 8. And it goes to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So this feels like a big chessboard to me. I could be wrong, though. I could be completely wrong and super dumb. But that's just how I'm feeling right now. It's just a little... It's 2 G5s. I just have deserved... Okay, so... Hey, boss! I don't know who's watching me. I don't know how... Oh, some weak managers fell asleep in the meeting room after a regular 3-day meeting. Please put them in their beds. Okay, I'm a nanny now. For managers. But hey, you know, I gotta say it right now, actually. It's kind of interesting. Like, I don't know the electronics of this place. Like, I mean, there's a lot of wiring. There's gotta be for all these cameras. I mean, that's just... I mean, as an electrical engineering major, I'm kind of curious. I mean, how they getting all power for this place? You know what I mean? Hearing a generator, maybe. I don't know. Oh, so they gotta go to bed? So is it nappy time? Is it nappy time, gentlemen? Hey, buddy. Take. I don't know if I should take you, but, well, first let me open this door. Okay. I'll take you guys to nappy time soon. Okay. You guys need to go nap. Okay, you guys can go to bed. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing there. Just trying to see if there's any secrets before I take these guys to bed. Okay, pretty normal, pretty usual. Oh, is this the nap room? Okay, the music isn't exactly as nice as I would have thought. No offense, you know, rhythm just isn't quite there, you know. No offense, again. So can I skip this? No, I can't. Okay, well, okay, ladies and gentlemen, or something, and another thing. Okay, that was popped. You know, you're back. Wow, really need to fix that posture, buddy. Oof, damn. Okay, so that's normal. That's normal. Alright, here you go. So I got one. Let's get the next. Come here, buddy. Okay, you really need to, you guys gotta fix your posture. I mean, your back's gotta be killing you with the way it's popping. Alright, last one to go to bed is a grump. There, see, great, go to the next floor. Of course, boss. Let me close the door on you guys. Oh, so cute, so adorable. Okay, sorry. So adorable. Alright, this is normal. Dabadoo, dabadee, dabadee, dabadoo, bababoo, babaloo, babaloo, labaloo. Ah! Here we go. Oh, Grandpa Joe and Uncle Mo. Here I go down this row. Oh, do 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 no no do do. I see one. I'm a lazy bum. Oh, what the fuck? Please find the elevator and go to the next floor. Just be extra careful with this one. Okay, I don't know why. Why do I have to be careful? Okay, so left. Okay, someone's here? Is there something here or what? Why do I gotta be careful? Okay, there's a flower. Oh! Okay. Okay. Wow. Alright, that was normal. Probably. Okay. Okay, you know, I see. Okay, I see. Alright, that's usual. That's probably normal for this floor. Everyone's business is their business, and hey, look, it's a door. Okay, I didn't look back. I just closed the door. Not really running though. I'm just kind of. Dang it! Something scary. I said not to look back. Hey, it's okay. I was going to the elevator. Okay. Well, sorry. I was right in it basically at that point. I should have won. Oh man. Okay. Well. Darn. Alright, so I'm a worker, alright, listen up. I'm a good boy. I was just a little curious about my job there, and, you know, it was a lapse in judgment, admittedly. Okay, what is this? What are we doing here? Okay, keyboard. Oh! Oh, it's my favorite activity! The sound of typing is the message. Okay, interesting. I wonder what that means in this context. What are you doing, butterflies? Do I really need to type on every computer I see? Well, you know, it's my choice, actually. You don't really get to decide in the matter. I control you, sir, with by using the antenna that's... Put it in the blender. If it skips, we will hire it. If not, blend. Oh, so is this like, this is your contract? Is this what you agreed to? Okay, you know what? I'll just wait. I mean, like, he'll probably escape, you know, he'll do it. He can do it. I got him. I believe in him. Okay, so let's just check this. I mean, do I have to type on every computer I see? Yeah, the sound of typing is the message, you know, after all, so, okay. That's locked still? Okay. So is he just, oh, he's 2D, okay. Wow. I mean, I can't even see him on the back. So is he just not gonna be able to, I mean, okay, so, I mean, he can escape eventually. Do I have to wait? I mean, I don't know. I mean, how are you? So we're just removing. Okay, that's normal. That's usual. That makes sense. All right. So you know, I don't want to blend him, so I think we're done here. I think we're good. We're Gucci. He'll escape eventually, probably. Hopefully I didn't doom him to a fate worse than getting blended. So E7, A6. You know, I'll take it. E7, A6. I'll take it. What am I doing here? What is the haps, guys? What are we doing? Choose portrait that resembles you the most. Good question. Oh wow. Okay, so you know this one kind of looks like me. This one maybe not so much, but it's close to, I guess. This one's not too bad, honestly. I mean, this one isn't either, though. I mean, they're all pretty good in their own way. I just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, man? It's pretty good. I don't quite know if I agree. I just kind. I mean, I don't know if any of these are really quite me, though. I mean, it's just kind of. I mean, I don't know if I'd say anyone distinguishes my features very well, but you know, I mean, you know, I'll take this one. Okay, hang it in my office and then proceed to the next floor. Okay. Oh. Okay. Where do I hang it? Where do I hang it? Here. Okay. That's normal. Oh, here. Okay. Yeah, that looks like me. I love it. That's great. Wow, it's just that's amazing. That's phenomenal. All right, so I'm okay. Wow, that's interesting. Is the next floor? Okay, I guess I'm going this way. Can I fall? No, I can't fall. It doesn't let me. You know, that was great. I mean, that's such a nice thing. The company shows that they care for me by giving me my photo, and I'm a happy-go-lucky boy now. Get rid of the ring. So, the ring? What's the ring? Is this the ring? Ooh, it's the Ring of Sauron. Oh, that's a bigger ring than I thought it would be. Okay, so I don't know what to do with the ring, but cool, shit. I don't know what I'm doing here, but so, alright, I gotta get rid of it. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm doing it. Okay. I mean, I kind of do know, actually. I don't really have to say that I don't, but I also don't. I mean, how do I get rid of it? Do I put it in the plant? No, okay, so that's not gonna work. Anything here? So anywhere? All right, so can I just put it back? Uh-oh. I thought I saw something. All right, so wow. Okay, maybe I should have opened this door before I took the ring. Mistakes were made. Oh, I dropped myself in the trash. That was a big oof on my part. My bad. Sorry, because I'm not trash. I probably shouldn't have. Oh, dang it. I thought I could leave with it. Maybe we can use it to default our competitors. Okay. Is that normal? Cool. We don't have any competitors anyway. Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. You know, in today's day and age, you know, economy-wise. That makes sense. You have no competitors. Ah, monopsonies and monopolies. Such great companies. Oh, C2. B5. Oh, what the heck happened here? Alright, so this is the floor manager. I won't move. Am I the floor manager? Looking around is okay, just do not touch him. Let's try again. Okay. Alright. Alright. was hoping he didn't care enough to do that, but alright. Jeez. Okay. Oh, wow, I can't even see him. This is very strange. So where do I have to go again? This is Bologna! Guess I don't have to care anymore. Ah! Typing? Typing? What? I'm not typing. It's not fair. Okay, what do I do here? Oh. Suck my nuts. Alright, well, I won. So, like, any of your opinions on how bad I was playing are invalid now, because I won. Suck it. Why are there 2 D2s? That was weird. Because of the wind, all players are scattered. Please place them on the decks. The others told me to get rid of him. This wasn't a place for a soft creature. Over time, he learned our ways and our language. Okay, so this is number 3. Who's... Okay. So which one is desk number 3, Z? Oh, on the closest desk. So that would have actually meant either you or you. I think you're the one I would have put on here. And I'll put on here. My memory isn't as sharp as it once was, though I remember the first time I saw him like it was yesterday. He helped us more and more, and the others began to respect him. With his teachings, we built an efficient, well-functioning community. Those days were peaceful. He began to act more like us, and even grew a bit of a shell. Then one day he wanted to join the races. I didn't want him to, but I couldn't say anything. Before he came, we lived and ran by instinct. He introduced the concept of competition and racing. It changed everything. Okay, interesting. We held a huge celebration to honor him. Afterward, I couldn't accept his absence and shut myself away. They're all in order. I know I'm reading out of order, but still. My time is ending. I wanted to leave something behind in his memory, even if no one here can read or understand. Almost no one from those days is still here. Everything he taught us has been forgotten. He wasn't the fastest or the slowest, yet there was something elegant about how he could move, or how he moved. We couldn't stop watching him and cheering as much as we could. We used to disappear without meaning. Now disappearing in a race was the highest thing one could achieve. I was hungry, hunting for butterflies. He stood there, scared and confused. At first I thought he was prey, something to eat. I don't know what drew me to him. Not long after the race began, he disappeared just like that. Ooh. See if we can read this in order. This is 3, 8, there's 1 and 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so this is 2. We're gonna put this over here, just so we can deal with that more easily. 1, that's 12, 9, 10. I wonder where 1 is. 11. Okay, I think I already checked that. 7. Yeah, there's no 1. That's actually kind of strange. Which suggests to me that there's something around here that I have to look at. This is no swimming. Oh, what's this? Hey, who are you? Throw. I don't want to throw you. Is he okay? Could I have thrown this out here? No, just him. I wonder. He's like a starfish. Maybe I should throw him. I hope he's swimming now. Swimming and happy. Where's number 1? Oh, here it is. So we have this. This. Oh, it's just 3. Just 3. 2. So let's get 4 now. 4. We're going to read this story from start to finish and get a good idea of it. A better idea of it, anyways. And once we're done, maybe we will have learned something. Or maybe we won't have, but either way, it will have been worth it, I think, in its own way. That's strange. I feel like I'm missing a page or two. Am I? Is that 9? That's an 8, no. That's slightly off. Where is number 9? Here 11. There's a 12 somewhere around here. Where is number 9 and 12 probably? So there's 9. It's glitched right there. This is 12, yeah, and this is 11. So let's start reading now. I think I got all 12 pages, like Slender Man. My memory isn't as sharp as it once was, though I remember the first time I saw him like it was yesterday. I was hungry, hunting for butterflies. He stood there scared and confused. At first I thought he was prey. Something to eat. I don't know what drew me to him. The others told me to get rid of him. This wasn't a place for a soft creature. Over time he learned all our ways and our language. He helped us more and more, and the others began to respect him. With his teachings, we built an efficient, well-functioning community. Before he came, we lived and ran by instinct. He introduced the concept of competition and racing. It changed everything. We used to disappear without meaning. Now disappearing in a race was the highest thing one could achieve. Those days were peaceful. He began to act more like us, and even grew a bit of shell. Then one day he wanted to join the races. I didn't want him to, but he couldn't say anything. He wasn't the fastest or the slowest, but there was something elegant about how he moved. We couldn't stop watching him and cheering as much as we could. Not long after the race began, he disappeared just like that. We held a huge celebration to honor him. Afterward, I couldn't accept his absence and shut myself away. Almost no one from those days is still here. Everything he taught us has been forgotten. My time is ending. I want to leave something behind in his memory, even if no one here can read or understand. That's sad. It's like someone who's got a boss, or like someone who's an underling, and that person was working there and then just had to leave eventually. It's actually really fucking sad. That was an interesting story. I wonder who it was of. This is our best part. Grand Silver Flight. Use it to remove the sails from the. You want the gas otherwise. What the shit? Okay. Well, oh, damn. Okay, this is a little weird. The snails. Snails, no! You're bad. Almost forgot you guys. This is a little weird. This is unorthodox for flying. For being able to fly anyways. I wonder how long it lasts. Oh shit, well, that's it. Okay, well, that happened. Well, at least I got the snails, I guess. What if I'd gone... Oh, what if I'd gone the opposite route? And I'd gone top first and then bottom. That could have saved me. Ooh. What do I have to make obey? Oh, hello there. Make them obey. Shit, what's going on? Oh, oh my. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I did not mean to punch that person. You okay? That was weird. Okay. That was weird. So do I have to punch all these people, or did I just lock myself into doing that? I didn't realize that would punch them. I didn't mean to. I was using this click. Whatever, I guess I gotta punch them all. Come here, assholes. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Get bonked. Good. Nice. I don't know what's going on here. Was that it? I guess it was. Alright, bye. Weird. Oh, I did my job in the game, I think. Whatever that was. It's kind of weird. I wonder what would have happened if I played a chess game. Are we just doing that right now, actually? Butterfly. I'll choose a lot of butterflies, right? Just like the good old days. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh! Oh my god, that was not what I thought would happen. That's very brutal. So pretty too. That's terrible. Why am I doing that? I don't even think it's how. I don't think that's the sound that most butterflies make. I don't think so. Anyway. That's so evil. It's very psychopathic. Poor butterflies. That is not what I thought would happen. Well, I see why they retreat from me all the time now. Can't really blame them at this point. What was I supposed to do? I'm gonna assume there was a butterfly catcher somewhere, and I'm an idiot. Could I not have? I feel like I should have been able to, couldn't I? Am I wrong? Maybe that was the only thing I could do. I highly doubt it, but I don't know. What? As a joke, your colleagues divided your body parts and hid them around the floor. They even left a guard. What? Oh, RCB. We can't trust no YouTube notifications. Okay, well, let me go to Discord then right now. All right, everyone, I'm doing pager. Doing pager stuff. All right, here I go. Oh my. Oh, actually, that makes sense. At everyone, I am streaming right now. Right now, pager. Let me copy the thing and post it. I guess I don't actually know. I mean, is that how that works? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Let me go here. Here's the link there. It's in the Discord now. You understand me? It's in the Discord now. Now you're getting it in Discord. Okay, there we go. As a joke, your colleagues had divided your body parts and hid them around the floor, leaving the guard. So where did my body go? Wait, what? How am I walking then? I'm very confused. Find all your body parts and go back to work. Just do not get caught. Well, how do I make sure I don't get caught? That's one. Retrace my footsteps. Okay. There's that. Okay. So who's gonna catch me? I'm gonna get jump scared, aren't I? Fucking that jump scared me. Alright. There's the final one, I think. No, maybe not. Okay, I'm just going in circles at this point. So I'm gonna go back in the middle. Is there something I missed here? So head, knees and toes. Okay, so arm, leg. Where is body and head? There's the body, torso. Why did that only show up now? Why did I not see it before? That's weird. Something about this is starting to concern me. Now they will cut everything into even more pieces. Are you kidding me? Well, how was I? All right. That's great. I love that. I wonder if it's a game of chess that's being played each time I choose one of those. You need to kill it. Kill what? What the heck? Not more. What's this say? Oh. Do not move. This saying do not move or what? I'm not doing that. I'm not killing the dog. No, you're so cute. I'm not doing that to you. No, I'm not killing the dog. No, thank you. Well, not the butterfly. I mean, I love the butterfly, but no. Probably get around this. You're a cute dog. I'm not killing you. No. I might just end the stream if it's trying to force me to do this. I might. I ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna read a book. See how long it takes for the goddamn boss to not have me kill it. You know what? I'm gonna read a story from Poe while we're... I could also read... Actually, I could read some Kafka stories. This game is based off of Kafka. I was reading The Trial, although I can't find the book. I don't know why. Should I read... I have a question. Should I read Edgar Allan Poe? Or should I read... Kafka. What the heck? Shit. No, members only live stream. No, I don't need that. Poe versus Kafka. Who do you guys want me to read? Start the poll. Yes for Poe, no for Kafka. Come on, guys. I need someone to go into the polls. Someone vote. Be the deciding vote of the two of you viewing. I don't want to kill the dog. He's too adorable. Look at this little guy. Look at this dude. I'm not going to do that, no. Oh, you guys want Poe? Okay, Poe it is. Wow. All right. I'm a little surprised because the game we're playing is Kafka-based, but I'll fucking do it. All right. Completed works. The complete tales and poems of Edgar Allan Poe. And so we will start with a classic, one that I was just about to read again. I just finished reading Morning on the Wissahickon, and so now I shall read to you his most popular and famous story. Well, one of them anyways, not counting his poems, in which case that would be The Raven. But The Telltale Heart. Alright, let's start with this. Alright. True, nervous, very, very dreadfully nervous I had been and am. But why will you say that I am mad? The disease had sharpened my senses, not destroyed, not dulled them. Above all was the sense of hearing acute. I heard all things in the heaven and in the earth. I heard many things in hell. How, then, am I mad? Hearken! And observe how healthily, how calmly I can tell you the whole story. It is impossible to say how first the idea entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted me day and night. Object there was none. Passion there was none. I loved the old man. He had never wronged me. He had never given me insult. For his gold I had no desire. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. One of his eyes resembled that of a vulture, a pale blue eye, with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Now this is the point. You fancy me mad. Madmen know nothing. But you should have seen me. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded, with what caution, with what foresight, with what dissimulation I went to work. I was never kinder to the old man than during the whole week before I killed him. And every night, about midnight, I turned the latch of his door and opened it. Oh, so gently. And then, when I had made an opening sufficient for my head, I put in a dark lantern, all closed, so that no light shone out, and then I thrust in my head. Oh, you would have laughed to see how cunningly I thrust it in. I moved it slowly, very, very slowly, so that I might not disturb the old man's sleep. It took me an hour to place my whole head within the opening so far that I could see him as he lay upon his bed. Would a madman have been so wise as this? And then, when my head was well in the room, I undid the lantern cautiously. Oh, so cautiously. Cautiously, for the hinges creaked. I undid it just so much that a single thin ray fell upon the vulture eye. And this I did for 7 long nights, every night just at midnight. But I found the eye always closed. And so it was impossible to do the work. For it was not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye. And every morning, when the day broke, I went boldly into the chamber, and spoke courageously to him, calling him by name in a haughty tone, and inquiring how he was passed the night. Or how he has passed the night, my apologies. So you see, he would have been a very profound old man, indeed, to suspect that every night, just at 12, I looked in upon him while he slept. Upon the 8th night, I was more than usually cautious in opening the door. A watch's minute hand moves more quickly than did mine. Never before that night had I felt the extent of my own powers, of my sagacity. I could scarcely contain my feelings of triumph. To think that there I was, opening the door little by little, and he not even to dream of my secret deeds or thoughts. I fairly chuckled at the idea, and perhaps he heard me, for he moved on the bed suddenly, as if startled. Now you may think that I drew back, but no. His room was as black as pitch with the darkness, for the shutters were close fastened through fear of robbers. And so I knew that he could not see the opening of the door, and I kept pushing it on steadily. I had my head in, and was about to open the lantern, when my thumb slipped upon the tin fastening, and the old man sprang up in bed, crying out, "Who's there?" I kept quite still, and said nothing. For a whole hour I did not move a muscle, and in the meantime I did not hear him lie down. He was still sitting up in the bed listening, just as I have done night after night, hearkening to the death watches in the wall. Presently I heard a slight groan, and I knew it was the groan of mortal terror. It was not a groan of pain or of grief. Oh no, it was the low, stifled sound that arises from the bottom of the soul when overcharged with awe. I knew the sound well. Many a night, just at midnight, when all the world slept, it has welled up from my own bosom, deepening, with its dreadful echo, the terrors that distracted me. I say I knew it well. I knew what the old man felt, and pitied him, although I chuckled at heart. I knew that he had been lying awake ever since the first slight noise. When he had turned in the bed, his fears had been ever since growing upon him. He had been trying to fancy them causeless, but could not. He had been saying to himself, "It is nothing but the wind in the chimney. It is only a mouse crossing the floor, or it is merely a cricket which has made a single chirp." Yes, he has been trying to comfort himself with these suppositions, but he had found all in vain, because death, in approaching him, had stalked with his black shadow before him and enveloped the victim. And it was the mournful influence of the unperceived shadow that caused him to feel, although he neither saw nor heard, to feel the presence of my head within the room. When I had waited a long time, very patiently, without hearing him lie down, I resolved to open a very, very little crevice in the lantern. So I opened it. You cannot imagine how stealthily, until, at length, a single dim ray, like the thread of the spider, shot from the crevice and fell upon the vulture eye. It was open. Wide open, and I grew furious as I gazed upon it. I saw it with perfect distinctness, all a dull blue with a hideous veil over it that chilled the very marrow in my bones. But I could see nothing else of the old man's face or person, for I had directed the ray as if by instinct precisely upon the damned spot. And now I have not told you that what you mistake for madness is but over-acuteness of the senses? Now, I say, there came to my ears a low, dull, quick sound, such as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton. I knew that sound well, too. It was the beating of the old man's heart. It increased my fury as the beating of a drum stimulates the soldier into courage. But even yet I refrained and kept still. I scarcely breathed. I held the lantern motionless. I tried how sturdily I could maintain the ray upon the eye. Meantime, the hellish tattoo of the heart increased. It grew quicker and louder every instant. The old man's terror must have been extreme. It grew louder, I say, louder every moment. Do mark me well. I have told you that I am nervous, so I am. And now at the dead hour of the night, amid the dreadful silence of that old house, so strange a noise as this excited me to uncontrollable terror. Yet, for some minutes longer I refrained and stood still. But the beating grew louder. I thought the heart must burst. And now a new anxiety seized me. The sound would be heard by a neighbor. The old man's hour had come. With a loud yell, I threw open the lantern and leapt into the room. He shrieked once only. In an instant, I dragged him to the floor and pulled the heavy bed over him. I then smiled gaily to find the deed so far done, but for many minutes the heart beat on with a muffled sound. This, however, did not vex me. It would not be heard through the wall, and at length it ceased. The old man was dead. I removed the bed and examined the corpse. Yes, he was stone dead. I placed my hand upon the heart and held it there many minutes. There was no pulsation. He was stone dead. His eye would trouble me no more. Yes. When I then took up 3 planks. No, my apologies. Let me refrain from muttering the order. If still you think me mad, you will think so no longer when I describe the wise precautions I took for the concealment of the body. The night waned, and I worked hastily, but in silence. First of all, I dismembered the corpse. I cut off the head and the arms and the legs. I then took up 3 planks from the flooring of the chamber and deposited all between the scantlings. I then replaced the board so cleverly, so cunningly, that no human eye, not even his, could have detected anything wrong. There was nothing to wash out, no stain of any kind, no blood spot whatever. I had been too wary for that. A tub had cut all. When I had made an end of these labors, it was 4 o'clock, still dark as midnight. As the bell sounded the hour, there came a knocking at the street door. I went down to open it with a light heart, for what had I now to fear? There entered 3 men, who introduced themselves, with perfect suavity, as officers of the police. A shriek had been heard by a neighbor during the night. Suspicion of foul play had been aroused. Information had been lodged at the police officer. And they, the officers, had been deputed to search the premises. I smiled. For what had I to fear? I bade the gentleman welcome. The shriek, I said, was my own in a dream. The old man, I mentioned, was absent in the country. I took my visitors all over the house. I bade them search well. I led them at length to his chamber. I showed them his treasures, secure, undisturbed in the enthusiasm of my confidence. I brought chairs into the room and desired them here to rest from their fatigues, while I myself, in the wild audacity of my perfect triumph, placed my own seat upon the very spot beneath which reposed the corpse of the victim. The officers were satisfied. My manner had convinced them. I was singularly at ease. They sat, and while I answered cheerily, they chatted of familiar things. But ere long, I felt myself getting pale and wished them gone. My head ached, and I fancied a ringing in my ears. But still they sat and still chatted. The ringing became more distinct. It continued, became more distinct. I talked more freely to get rid of the feeling, but it continued and gained definiteness, until at length I found that the noise was not within my ears. No doubt I now grew very pale, but I talked more fluently and with a heightened voice. Yet the sound increased, and what could I do? It was a low, dull, quick sound, much such a sound as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton. I gasped for breath, and yet the authors heard it not. I talked more quickly, more vehemently, but the noise steadily increased. I arose and argued about trifles in a high key and with violent gesticulations, but the noise steadily increased. Why would they not be gone? I paced the floor to and fro with heavy strides, as if excited to fury by the observations of the men. But the noise steadily increased. Oh, God! What could I do? I foamed, I raved, I swore. I swung the chair upon which I had been sitting, and gated upon the boards, but the noise arose over all and continually increased. It grew louder, 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 and still the men chatted pleasantly and smiled. Was it possible they heard not? Almighty God! No, no! They heard. They suspected. They knew! They were making a mockery of my horror. This I thought, and this I think. But anything was better than this agony. Anything was more tolerable than this derision. I could bear those hypocritical smiles no longer. I felt that I must scream or die. And now, again. Hark! Louder, 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 louder! Villains! I shrieked. Dissemble no more. I admit the deed. Tear up the planks here. It is the beating of the hideous heart. The hideous heart. That was the Telltale Heart. That was a pretty interesting one, honestly. I think that was a pretty good story. I mean, it's pretty well written. It's a little wordy, honestly. I would have much rather it describe the scene and the thoughts of his mind without him having to recant it. But at the same time, it's kind of nice because this is like the context of it is he's probably in prison. Like that's kind of a twist, I guess. And Poe is kind of like having him recount it, right, the story. And so it's kind of like this whole thing that you'll see in a lot of Poe works where there's this unreliable narrator. Is this what it's like to be single? What kind of fucking question is that after what I read? I mean, you tell me, RCB, what do you think? I mean, you're the one with the most experience here, am I right? But yeah, I mean, the whole idea is that, like, he's an unreliable narrator, and he's recounting his experiences in his own way. However, personally, I think it would have been better written if we were actually having the story as it occurred. You know, describing it from a first-person perspective with a third-person sort of description of the surrounding area as well. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, first person could work even then, but, like, just, I enjoy that more because you can envelop in the mind of the character more effectively, in my opinion, and that's just me, though. Uh-huh. Nerd cat, I don't know what you're saying uh-huh for, but cool, I guess. I don't know. I would read the Gold Bug, but it's a longer story. It's like, I mean, the Gold Bug is actually one of Poe's longest stories, I think, if I remember correctly, for the short story genre anyways. Not counting any of these novels. Yeah, here we go. It goes from page 502 to 530. That's 28. The other one didn't even go anywhere near that long. Uh-huh. Crazy. Yeah, I guess so. Well, RCB, what did you like it? Was the voice acting okay? I'm a little rusty. I kind of rushed my lines a little bit, but I got too enveloped in the role, I think. How to write a Blackwood article. I could read some of his poetry. Would you guys like me to read some of his poetry? I have The Raven right now. I don't like... The Raven's good, but it's not the only work he's done. You know, I need to make a YouTube channel where I just read literature. So I can make money from doing that. Nice fluffy cat. That's adorable, nerd cat. Do you guys want me to read The Raven? Yes or no? Just type it right now. Come on, guys. You gotta respond. Chamber door, chamber door. I could also read other things, but one of my favorite ones is, was it Dreamland? I don't know if it's Dreamland. It's like the moon or something. Sonnet to Zante? The Haunted Palace? I need to get Nietzsche on my bookshelf. I haven't read him in so long. Go on. You want me to read The Raven? Okay, I'll do it. Alright, you might actually have heard this before because it's a very popular poem. It's a very sad one as well. So, spoiler alert. Here we go. Hopefully I do this justice. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this, and nothing more." Distinctly, I remember it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, Lenore. This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, Lenore. Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see, then, what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more. Open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answers little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, Other friends have flown before, on the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said, Nevermore. Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, Doubtless, said I, what it utters is its only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore, of never, nevermore. But the raven still beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then, upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking, Nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining, on the cushion's velvet lining, that the lamp light gloated o'er, but those velvet violet lining with the lamp light gloating over, she shall press, nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God hath lent me, by these angels he hath sent thee, respite and nepenthe from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff this kind nepenthe, and forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether temptress sent, or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, till this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aden, if shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels named Lenore, clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels named Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Be that word or sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked upstarting, get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. Damn. I didn't get sidetracked. I just didn't want to play this. I didn't want to kill the dog. Let's see. Go on. Sure. You talk like that one video about pigs and oats.
Brother, I need some oats, brother. Brother, give me your oats, please. I hunger. Brother, I need the oats.
He's hungry. So that was the Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. I can read more poetry if you want. Did you guys like that? Have you ever read The Raven before? I really need to get some headphones. Now he sounds like Medic from TF2. TF2? What? You aren't a member anymore. It just needs the accent. What accent? What? Yeah, it already expired. Well, I don't know what y'all are referring to, but I can read other poetry by Poe. It's actually where I got into poetry a little bit, other than rap, by Tupac and Biggie and Eminem and Snoop and some other people, but regardless, you know. A Valentine. I'll read this one. I like Poe's happier stuff more. Honestly, his scary stuff is good, but his actual like happy and beautiful writings are like so much better. Like the Wissahickon, that's a great one. I love that one. I probably said that wrong and butchered the word, but whatever. All right, I'll read A Valentine then. For her this rhyme is penned, whose luminous eyes, brightly expressive as the twins of Loida, shall find her own secret name, that, nestling lies upon the page and wrapped from every reader. Search narrowly the lines. They hold a treasure, divine, a talisman, an amulet, that must be worn at heart. Search well the measure, the words, the syllables. Do not forget the trivialest point, or you may lose your labor. And yet there is in this no Gordian knot, which one might not undo without a saber, if no one could merely comprehend the plot. And written upon the leaf where now are peering, eyes scintillating, soul, there lie Perdue. 3 eloquent words oft uttered in the hearing of poets by poets, as the name is of poets too. Its letters, although naturally lying, like the knight Pinto, Mendes Ferdinando, still form a synonym for truth. Cease trying. You will not read the riddle, though you do the best you can do. Deep in earth. It's just 2 lines. Deep in earth my love is lying, and I must weep alone. That's just 2. That's the poem. That's his poem. Deep in earth my love is lying, and I must weep alone. Bro was so mad about a random raven, he wrote the whole poem for it. You think that's what it is? How about you rap instead? You want me to rap instead? Shit, I don't know what to rap about, though. Come on, bros. Can't you give me something to get my words flow? Please, yo. I kind of need it. So, better do it quickly soon. Or else I'll be sickly to you. Because I ain't got no beats for my beating heart. Can't you see? While I'm here in my seat, that shit's not really on fleek. Because, well, My rapping ability is kind of something to weep. So yeah, the Raven rage baited him. Indeed it did. Indeed it did. Oh yes it did. Either way, back to what we were doing before. Eula a ballad. Nah, I don't feel like that one. An enigma. You know, let me check the one for the one I like, the little moon poem. I had a moon poem too one time I wrote, and it was very similar. It came before Poe. The Raven rage baited him too good. Yeah, bro, he got rage baited pretty hard. Let me think. Deep in Earth, a Valentine, the Raven. Where's the moon? Sleeper. To Helen. Interesting. Honestly, the Raven is considered his best poem in all of his works, and I won't deny the fact that it is really good. It is a really good poem. I mean, honestly. You ever play Do Not Take This Cat Home Yet? No, I have not done that one yet. I honestly consider his short stories, like, let me read another story. Morning on the Wissahickon. Let me read it right now. The natural scenery of America has often been contrasted, in its general features as well as in detail, with the landscape of the Old World. More especially of Europe, and not deeper has been the enthusiasm than wide the dissension of the supporters of each region. The discussion is one not likely to be soon closed, for although much has been said on both sides, a world more yet remains to be said. The most conspicuous of the British tourists who have attempted a comparison seem to regard our northern and eastern seaboard, comparatively speaking, as all of America, at least as all of the United States, worthy consideration. They say little, because they have seen less, of the gorgeous interior scenery of some of our western and southern districts, of the vast valley of Louisiana, for example, a realization of the wildest dreams of paradise. For the most part, these travelers content themselves with a hasty inspection of the natural lines of the land. The Hudson, Niagara, the Catskills, Harper's Ferry, the lakes of New York, the Ohio, the prairies, and the Mississippi. These, indeed, are objects well worthy the contemplation even of him who has just clambered by the castellated Rhine, or roamed by the blue bushing of the hoary Rhone. But these are not all of which we can boast, and indeed, I will be so hardy as to assert that there are innumerable quiet, obscure, and scarcely explored nooks within the limits of the United States, that, by the true artist, or cultivated lover of the grand, and beautiful amid the works of God, will be preferred to each and to all of the chronicled and better accredited scenes to which I have referred. In fact, the real Edens of the land lie far away from the track of our own most deliberate tourists. How very far, then, beyond the reach of the foreigner, who, having made with his publisher at-home arrangements for a certain amount of comment upon America, to be furnished in a stipulated period, can hope to fulfill his agreement in no other manner than by steaming it, memorandum book in hand, through only the most beaten thoroughfares of the country. I mentioned just above the valley of Louisiana. Of all extensive areas of natural loveliness, this is perhaps the most lovely. No fiction has approached it. The most gorgeous imagination might derive suggestions from its exuberant beauty. And beauty is, indeed, its sole character. It has little, or rather nothing, of the sublime. Gentle undulations of soil, interwreathed with fantastic crystallic streams, banked by flowery slopes, and backed by a forest vegetation, gigantic, glossy, multicolored, sparkling with gay birds, and burdened with perfume. These features make up, in the Vale of Louisiana, the most voluptuous natural scenery upon earth. Femboy roommate stream? What the fuck are you? I'm reading this right now. What are you talking about? Oh, the gay moth thing? Oh, yeah, that thing. I didn't finish that one because no one was watching it. I'm sorry. What is the femboy? What? My femboy roommate stream. What the fuck is that? I'm not doing that. No, thank you. Back to the story. But even of this delicious region, the sweeter portions are reached only by the bypaths. Indeed, in America generally, the traveler who would behold the finest landscapes must seek them not by the railroad, nor by the steamboat, not by the stagecoach, oh my god, not in his private carriage, not yet even on horseback, but on foot. He must walk. He must leap ravines. He must risk his neck among precipices, or he must leave unseen the truest, the richest, and most unspeakable glories of the land. Now, in the greater portion of Europe, no such necessity exists. In England, it exists not at all. The merest dandy of a tourist may there visit every nook worth visiting without detriment to his silk stockings. So thoroughly known are all points of interest, and so well arranged are the means of attaining them. This consideration has never been allowed its due weight. In comparisons of the natural scenery of the old and new worlds, the entire loveliness of the former is collated with only the most noted, and with by no means the most eminent items in the general loveliness of the latter. River scenery has unquestionably within itself all the main elements of beauty, and time out of mind has been the favorite theme of the poet. But much of this fame is attributable to the predominance of travel in fluvial over that in mountainous districts. In the same way, large rivers, because usually highways have, in all countries, absorbed an undue share of admiration, they are more observed, and, consequently, made more the subject of discourse than less important, but often more interesting streams. A singular exemplification of my remarks upon this head may be found in the Wissahickon, a brook, for more can scarcely be called, which empties itself into the Schuylkill, about 6 miles westward of Philadelphia. Now, the Wissahickon is of so remarkable a loveliness that, were it flowing in England, it would be the theme of every bard, and the common topic of every tongue, if indeed its banks were not parceled off in lots at an exorbitant price, as building sites for the villas of the opulent. Yet it is only within a very few years that anyone has more than heard of the Wissahickon, while the broader and more navigable water into which it flows has been long celebrated as one of the finest specimens of American river scenery. So the Schuylkill, whose beauties have been much exaggerated, and whose banks, at least in the neighborhood of Philadelphia, are marshy like those of the Delaware, is not at all comparable. As an object of picturesque interest, with the more humble and less notorious rivulet of which we speak, it was not until Campbell, in her droll book about the United States, pointed out to the Philadelphians the rare loveliness of a stream which lay at their own doors, that this loveliness was more than suspected by a few adventurous pedestrians of the vicinity. But the journal, having opened all eyes, the Wissahickon, to a certain extent, rolled at once into notoriety. I say, to a certain extent, for, in fact, the true beauty of the stream lies far above the rout of the Philadelphian picturesque hunters, who rarely proceed further than a mile or two above the mouth of the rivulet, for the very excellent reasons that here the carriage road stops. I would advise the adventurer who would behold its finest points to take the ridge road, running westwardly from the city, and, having reached the second lane beyond the 6th milestone, to follow this lane to its termination. He will thus strike the Wissahickon at one of its best reaches, and in a skiff, or by clambering along its banks, he can go up or down the stream as best suits his fancy, and in either direction will meet his reward. I have already said, or should have said, that the brook is narrow. Its banks are generally, indeed, almost universally, precipitous, and consist of high hills, clothed with noble shrubbery for near the water, and crowned at a greater elevation with some of the most magnificent forest trees of America, among which stands conspicuous the liriodendron tulipiferum. The immediate shores, however, are of granite, sharply defined, or moss-covered, against which the pellucid water lulls in its gentle flow, as the blue waves of the Mediterranean, upon the steps of her palaces of marble, occasionally in front of the cliffs, extends a small definite plateau of richly herbaged land, affording the most picturesque position for a cottage and garden which the richest imagination could conceive. The windings of the stream are many and abrupt, as is usually the case, where banks are precipitous, and thus the impression conveyed to the voyager's eye as he proceeds is that of an endless succession of infinitely varied small lakes, or, more properly speaking, tarns. The Wissahickon, however, should be visited, not like fair Melrose, by moonlight, or even in cloudy weather, but amid the greatest, brightest glare of a noonday sun. For the narrowness of the gorge through which it flows, the height of the hills on either hand, and the density of the foliage conspire to produce a gloominess, if not an absolute dreariness, of effect, which, unless relieved by a bright, general light, detracts from the mere beauty of the scene. Not long ago, I visited the stream by the route described, and spent the better part of a sultry day in floating in a skiff upon its bosom. The heat gradually overcame me, and, resigning myself to the influence of the scenes and of the weather, and of the gentle moving current, I sank into a half-slumber, during which my imagination reveled in visions of the Wissahickon of ancient days, of the good old days, when the demon of the engine was not, when picnics were undreamed of, when water privileges were neither bought nor sold, and when the red man trod alone, with the elk, upon the ridges that now towered above. And, while gradually these conceits took possession of my mind, the lazy brook had borne me, inch by inch, around one promontory, oh my god, I said that wrong, promontory, my apologies, and within full view of another that bounded the prospect at the distance of 40 or 50 yards. I've never said that word wrong before. That's stupid of me. It was a steep, rocky cliff, abutting far into the stream, and presenting much more of the Salvatore character than any portion of the shore hitherto passed. What I saw upon this cliff, although surely an object of very extraordinary nature, the place and season considered, at first neither startled nor amazed me. So thoroughly and appropriately did it chime in with the half-slumberous fancies that enwrapped me. I saw, or dreamed that I saw, standing upon the extreme verge of the precipice, with neck outstretched, with ears erect, and the whole attitude indicative of profound and melancholy inquisitiveness, one of the oldest and boldest of those identical elks, which had been coupled with the red men of my vision. I say that, for a few moments, this apparition neither startled nor amazed me. During this interval, my whole soul was bound up in intense sympathy alone. I had fancied the elk repining, not less than wondering, at the manifest alterations for the worse brought upon the brook and its vicinage, even within the last few days, by the stern hand of the utilitarian. But a slight movement of the animal's head at once dispelled the dreaminess which invested me, and aroused me to a full sense of the novelty of the adventure. I rose upon one knee within the skiff, and, while I hesitated whether to stop my career or let myself float nearer to the object of my wonder, I heard the words, "Hist! Hist!" ejaculated, quickly but cautiously, from the shrubbery overhead. In an instant afterward, a negro emerged from the thicket, putting aside the bushes with care, and treading stealthily. He bore in one hand a quantity of salt, and, holding it towards the elk, gently yet steadily approached. The noble animal, although a little fluttered, made no attempt at escape. The negro advanced, offered the salt, and spoke a few words of encouragement or conciliation. Presently the elk bowed and stamped, and then lay quietly down and was secured with a halter. Thus ended my romance of the elk. It was a pet of great age and very domestic habits, and belonged to an English family occupying a villa in the vicinity. Tragedy even in the most beautiful of things he finds. Of course. It's honestly a really nice story, even if the ending is kind of sad. Because if you didn't get what I was saying, when I read it, I mean, you probably do, but just to recap, notice how he contrasts this with what he said initially about the beautiful elk and the red man, the Indians, who roamed about during this period, and how free they were in a way, is kind of what he's referring to or inferring about it, and just the beauty of that natural world that they lived in. Only for, I suppose you could say, over time, the villas, which he hinted at a bit before and referenced before, coming into play and just sort of getting rid of some of that natural beauty, much to the detriment of the area and the scenery of it. And yet, we can only really ask ourselves a more important question than that, and that is, what makes it truly tragic? Well, it's when he finally comes back to it at the end of the poem, where as he's having a nice dream on the subject, he then gets stricken out of it by the sound of a deer, of an elk, coming through, and eventually if you don't know what a Negro servant is, it's a black man, a black servant that was rather common back then, or someone who was like, who worked for the family, coming through, and just getting the elk back. And so he realizes the elk isn't free. The elk isn't natural anymore. It's not nature. It's not wild animal no longer. Its spirit, its soul is no longer that. It is domesticated now. And what he thought was freedom, and was an infatuation he was having with that concept of the elk, was in fact just a dream and nothing more. It was never real anymore. Maybe in the past, but that was something he never lived. And so too, one he will never get to see. So Poe finds a bit of solace in the fact that there was this beautiful time, and there's still beauty in the area, but it's being stricken by those who live in it to some extent. To some extent. It's the sadness of the fact that the elk is domesticated. You know, for what? You know, you don't domesticate an elk usually. But you know, we domesticated other animals. Why not? Why not the elk too, I suppose? But we know why he won't stream it. Yeah, someone gifted it to him. Oh yeah, someone did gift me that game. I should probably go to sleep and go fall asleep. Princess RCB, don't word it like that, I swear to God. Noir, finish the poem first. I did finish it. I finished it. Alright, so I have to kill the dog. Do I really have to do that? I don't want to do that. I don't want to kill the dog. I don't like that. Do I have to do that? Is that really mandatory? Is that my job right now? What if I said no? What if I said no to killing the fluffy good boy? What if I said no? I kind of want to quit the game, but shit. I guess I gotta do it. Oh, the mosquito! Nice. Thanks, next floor. I love you! Oh, he's a good boy. I'm gonna keep petting him. I'm gonna pet him everywhere. I'm patting him everywhere. You're a good boy. Hey, he's following me now. Aw, who's a good boy? You want to come in here? Yes, you can. Yes, you may. Oh, you're such a good boy. Can I take him with me? He needs food. Can I take him with me so I can give him food? Or is he going to only be in here because this is where he gets fed and gets water? He's such a good dog. He's such a good dog. Who's a good boy? You're such a good boy. Oh, look at his tail wagging. Oh, he loves it. Who's a good boy? You want to follow me? Look at you. Oh, wow. You're little. You got a little bit of wallet to you. Look at you. Well, that was nice. Good night, RCB. Good night. Good night, Nerdcat. Good night, RCB. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. This fluffy dog. I love you, Fluffy. You wanna follow me? Come on, little guy. Let's go, dude. I love him. He's so cute. Good dog. It's actually a pretty long hallway. Can I take him with me? Can I take the dog with me, please? Oh, bye, buddy. Oh, I don't think I got to take him. That's sad. That would have been nice. I would have been happy with that. I don't even care about the rest of the game. I would have been happy with that dog. You hear me? You understand what I'm telling you? I would have been a happy man. Oh, but now the dog's gone. We are working on a drop that can increase the size of organic matter. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know how that works, but okay. Like, increase the volume or increase the mass? Because that's... one of those is possible. That is a little weird. Go to room 1 and take the dropper. Okay. Okay, this is... Go to room 1 and take the dropper. Go ahead to room 2 and apply it to the spider on the table. Why would we do it to the spider? Why would... I don't want to do it to the spider. If it gets bigger and kills me, I don't want to do that. What if I apply it to the butterfly instead? Butterfly. So, this is a spider. I don't think I want to apply it, but okay. Jeez. Okay, let's wait a little. No. No, I don't think that's a good idea. No, I don't like that. This is gonna end badly, isn't it? I should probably kill the spider before I... nothing happened. Freeze the next floor. Oh, fuck. That's not good. That's not good. The spider disappeared. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going that way. You know what? That's fine. You know what? I'm okay. I'm okay in here. Where did the butterfly go? The butterfly's dead. Okay, I ate the butterfly. Alright, that's a fast spider. Wow. Okay, really? Wait. Oh, it does that every time. Okay, that's funny. Okay. It's a lot of spider sounds. Yeah, you know what? That was okay. I didn't die. Work is identity. For some, perhaps. It's undistinguishable from your identity. It's your professional life. And yet... is it really all to life? Work is important. Work is freedom. Work is my life. Work is my identity. Work is my importance. Work is my freedom. Without that work, what am I? Everybody's waiting for me. Hello. Oh, they liked it. Oh, I thought I could punch him. Well, they like my speech, so... okay. Okay, I guess I could go back. Weird. Okay, that's odd. I accomplished it, but there's no door that opened. Oh, I guess it's here, actually. Strange. I think I could have gone here first. Stage fright, you know? Working. Yeah, this is definitely a lot of work right here. That's for sure. We want to test the reflections. Multiply output as well. Please take your reflection to the 6th floor with you. Oh, damn. Okay, wow, that's accurate. I mean, that is me, right? I feel a bit of an airhead. You know what I mean? Literally, my head's just air, I guess. Interesting. damn, where did my reflection go? That's awkward. Oh, I gotta take you, dude. Okay, thank you. That's weird. How did I take you? Ah, whatever. Hey, wait a minute. No. Stop. Why is it not going anymore? That was weird. Oh. C8, A7, that's weird. I thought I picked it. Now it worked, okay. Huh, my bad. Okay. I can. Okay. That was rather easy. Oh. Do I have to do the same thing going back? That's strange. Felt a little faster than last time. Unusual. Oh, that was easy. What happened here? Really? Okay. Interesting. That was an interesting room. Oh, yeah. Okay. 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 Awkward. Wow. That's a doozy. Dang it. My bad. What's going on here? Who are you? Weird. Also weird. Also weird. 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 You're particularly weird. You're off. All of these are on, except for you. Weird. What am I snacking on? Chex Mix. He walking into the lights. Time for a short break. Please proceed to the breathing exercise room. Oh, nice. Which way is that? Do all the routes lead the same way? Nope. Uh-huh. Alright. Is that this one? Nope. I don't think anyways. Is it this one? Oh, okay. Stay inside the circle and face the window. Breathe in as the circle expands. Breathe this. The section for your HRV and lower stress. Keep going until I get back to you. That felt good. Was that calming, guys? Was that calming, chat? Okay. Bye. Still locked. There's all these locked doors that we'll never get to go into, it seems. I wonder if I could have if I'd left early. There's a lot of what ifs. Wonder if the gun I had was a water gun when I was with those guys. Much rather not test that though, so. Oh, what the heck? They are very high-level managers. Keep your head down and avoid eye contact. Just click the glasses quietly. Okay. I can bump into them. Bump, bump, bump. But I can't look at them. Not keeping my head down. Looking straight up. Suck it. It says avoid eye contact. What if I don't want to avoid eye contact? What if I think that's stupid? What if I think you're dumb? What if I look at him? Oh, there it is. You'll get us. You will get both of us fired. Okay. Okay. Losers. How do I collect glasses? Where are they? Like, how am I supposed to do this? I wonder if I can look through here. You won't get me. I wanna get eye contact, buddy. Oh, I'm looking at him. See that? I just did it without him getting me. Probably just works only when I'm in here. Or, at the very least, if there's a clear line of moving. Something like that, I don't know. Sight, I suppose. No, it's nothing here. I'm actually kind of surprised. So far, I haven't found anything. There might not actually be anything. No. You're kidding me. It's in their hands. You're joking. What? You're actually joshing me right now. So I have to keep my head down. Not look them in the face, but I have to look at their hands to get that. Okay, that's stupid. Thought it was going to be on the floor, dude. Such bologna. Where do I go now? Dude, I'm actually so fucking perplexed right now. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is the way I gotta go. Another glass. Another glass. Another glass. Another glass. It's just glasses so far. Drinks, it seems. Why do we throw those away though? Wouldn't we want to store them? Aren't they kind of expensive? And no, this kind of company's so rich, they don't need that shit. They don't give a fuck. They ballin'. That's how good my company is. Right? Right, that's what I'm saying as a Wagie. Okay, he's already got him this time. He's the last one left, it seems. Thank you. Looks straight at his soul. Nice job, next. Let's go. I don't know what the calculating thing at the bottom left is saying, but I'm kind of curious about it, actually. These are the holes for the next floor. The holes? What holes? Oh. I guess this hole. Well, how do I cover it? What do I use? This? Oh. There's one. Notes. Oh. There's a gun here. Dude, there's another gun. Why are there guns just spread out everywhere? It's kind of weird. Do these say anything? I don't think so. Just like a weird logo thing on them. Could be wrong. Someone knocking on the door? Who's knocking on the door? Do not open the door. I probably shouldn't open that door. Okay, look, I opened the door, but, okay, well, that's not good. I'm screwed. Okay, maybe I shouldn't open that door. Okay, there's a hole there. I got all the holes, I think. So, you know what? I think I'm good. I'm gonna go back to the elevator. Ah, I can leave now. Let's check out the door, though. Hopefully I don't get jump scared. Oh, come on. Really, dude? Don't you dare. Son of a bitch. Now you need to wait for someone else to replace you or you can leave. Oh, seriously? Is that how this works? Is that what happened with the other guy? Okay. I'll do that. Time to go to reading. What the heck? Oh, the door's open. Interesting. Oh, okay, wow, that wasn't very hard. It's actually kind of mundane. Whatever. Here, I thought that was going to be something terrible. That was easy. That wasn't very hard at all. B2A6. B2... A6. What do you know about that puppy chow Chex Mix? What? Puppy chow? I don't know. I don't think I know anything about that Chex Mix specifically. Whatever. Oh, damn, I accidentally clicked on something. Alright, whatever. Back to the game, I guess. Alright, dang it. Alright, back to this grind. Okay, doors open. We're trying to print something very important. We need to keep getting mirrors. Please look at ASAP. I'll try it out. 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, it's by 2s. There's probably a 5, something else on there. Okay. Need ink. Needs ink. Okay, jeez. Here we go. I guess I need ink. So you need ink. And let's use some paper. Maybe not. Okay. I guess it already has more than enough paper. Need paper. Well, that's what I'm... Well, how did you do that if you need paper? Wait a minute. Is that like a one last reserve one? And that's what it puts... Check connection. Okay. Okay, anything else? Update firmware. Fucking bullshit, motherfucker. Okay, it's Windows 12 here. I have to... Okay. I'm dancing, I'm dancing. Prancing and dancing. Okay, I dance. Water. What fucking water? What bullshit is this? Do any of these have water? What? This is a load of shit. What water do you fucking need? Is this just me getting mixed with right now? No, let me go. No. This fucker needs water? Where the fuck is the water? What do you mean? Should I just piss on it? Is that what I just did? Kick. Harder. 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 Ooh. That was rather masochistic of it. Well, I think I did my job. And yes, I did. Why, yes, I did. Oh, yeah. G-phone. Wait, what? It seems we will miss the revenue target this quarter. We need to make a sacrifice to the gods. Don't worry, we do this regularly. Okay, what does that? I feel like that. Oh no, this is okay. This concerns me greatly if you do this regularly. Oh god. Shit. Okay, what's the sacrifice? Why are there so many cans here? What do you mean a sacrifice, buddy? You okay? Are you alive? Are you dead? You're black. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm like everyone else is gray and white, so I don't know. Oh jeez. Put it there and over here and wherever else I can put it. Can I put it here? No, I can't. Can I? Oh, I can open that. Okay. I'll leave him alone. Coward. No, not true. No. There's nothing cowardly about my actions. I'm not doing it. No, thank you. I didn't feel like doing that because I'm a good boy. No, thank you. D6. Even a machine employees air death with 99.9% accuracy. That's I don't think I should walk in here. Randomness is the new oil. Would you like an increase in salary? Yeah. No! Okay, is that because I want to get higher points? You son of a bitch. I say yes. But then, you know what? Knowing employers, they would fucking get mad at you if you said that shit. It's bull crap. If you want to learn the result, pull the right lever, the rest pull left. Why would you tell me that? Why would you? What? I said I didn't want to know the result. Okay, how am I gonna die in 2027? How? Well, that sucks. 2 years from now, huh? Well, that's not good. Okay. Oh, that was easy. Oh no. Okay. I failed the patience test again. Okay. Yeah, well, whatever. Whatever. Just finally realized do not fall. Oh god, okay, Jesus, okay. Okay, I'm trying here. Okay. Holy crap. Dude, what the fuck happened here? Why should I not fall, is my question. My life is quite sad, if I'm being honest with you. It's all just work. Not even good work at that. That's the elevator. Okay, how do I... You gotta be kidding me. Jesus. Here's the ladder. Oh, I gotta take this, don't I? I have to use it. Who the fuck? What kind of chicanery is this? What kind of shenanigans have I gotten myself into here? Close this? Oh, I got it. That was good. Why is the elevator here? Don't ask me. I'm not the engineer who made this place. Or the architect, you know? Alright, here we go. E3, D8. D8 to B4. B4 chess. B4 chess. There was checkers. Probably, I don't know. Probably came afterwards, actually, checkers. What the fuck? Of course, okay. This is great. This is normal. This is normal. Okay. I didn't touch anything. Stop. Okay, okay, this is gonna burn me alive, isn't it? Oh, god damn it. Really? Okay, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna... Why is there so much coffee? This is hell. I'm gonna burn to death. Why are you doing this to me? Why? I didn't ask for this. Come on, dude. How is there this much coffee in the fucking machines? Well, I guess I might as well accept my fate. Is this how this works? Ah, man. Oh, what the f... I managed to do what? What did I do? I don't even know what I did wrong. Just make coffee, man. It's only made to increase the floor count. Are you serious? Dude, jeez Louise. Is it ever like a tax write-off thing? Okay, that sounds about right. What is this? Interesting. Weird. What the f... That's different. Whoa. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's be careful. Maybe close the door? I'm getting a little scared. Uh-oh. Ow. This is exactly why I only use the teleportation device. Okay, buddy. Okay. Wow. Great job, buddy. Use the teleportation device. Fucking asshole. Maybe maintain your elevators correctly, and then we won't have that problem, huh, asshole? Dick. No, stop. Stop! No, don't keep going away from it. No, wait a minute. Cease and desist. Whoa. That was weird. I was not entirely expecting that. Okay, that happened. That was easy. Alright. I kind of want this game to be over by now. I don't know if how far I am into getting over it, if it even does have an ending. Might just start rehashing levels. Tasks are easy. Just say same from right loud. Okay, I pooped my pants one time. Don't even know why. It just happened. Okay, did you hear me say that? No? Hello? How do I do this? I suck. I don't actually know what I have to do here. It's probably just a patience thing. I jumped off something one time. Why is this can just loading? Whatever. Guess I just gotta wait. Again. Am I wrong? I said an embarrassing memory. I pooped my pants. Is that true? I mean, okay, damn. I don't know what to do. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can, but doesn't shoot web out his butt. That's not a thing he does. Okay, you know what? Let me check what I'm missing here. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I supposed to do? I just said my embarrassing 2 cents. I suck big booty butt cheeks. Did you hear that one? I don't actually know what it wants me to do here. I think I might be soft locked. Uh-oh. It better not be. Am I soft locked? What am I doing? I mean, seriously, I genuinely don't know. It doesn't let me interact with anything. Let me check my controls. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. That's weird. I don't know what to do here. I think it might actually be soft locked. Alright, well, if that's the case, then I might just end the stream here. Well, you know, it was a nice game. It's been fun to play. But if I'm soft locked here, I'll just come back later. Bye, everyone. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. And the stream's been great. What do you know about the channel? Bye-bye.